What's up, guys? It's Mitch with Totally Mitch and Collectibles. How y'all doing tonight? Down here at the brand new location of Tall Man Toys and Comics. As I told you guys, I've been talking about doing this for a little bit, and we have Mike over here, the owner of Tall Man Toys and Comics. So he's going to actually be telling you about all the exciting things happening, and we'll definitely be having some fun tonight. But anyways, Mike,
you're doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thanks everybody. I don't do a whole lot of YouTube videos, so I'll let this man do it. I got him a new shirt. It's really great. He's upset he doesn't have a hat yet, though, but we'll probably have to get him one sometime. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We're hopefully going to do a lot of fun stuff. I've always had people tell me that they want us to do mystery boxes, but I've never wanted to do one until I could guarantee like a maximum value, because there's always a person that comes in, they're like, oh, I did mystery box from such and such place, and I got, ripped off. And I'm like, well, I figured out a way to do a really great one. So we're doing one tonight that's limited to like 200. Should go really fast because we're like raising money for the store, and we're raising money for the Evan Ritchie Memorial Scholarship, which we'll talk about that later because it's a pretty sad story. But anyway, it's gonna be real fun tonight. We got a lot of cool stuff. A lot of our celebrity friends have helped us out. They're excited about the new store. If you're not familiar with my store, basically we have an 800 square foot location right now. It's in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we're in the top 3 largest Funko shops in the Southeast right now. We're moving from an 800 square foot, get ready to do some math, to a 2,600 square foot. So I think we'll be number 1, maybe. But it's definitely, we're going to have way more Funko than anybody else in the Southeast, which we're not trying to do that, but it's like, hey, it's just going to happen.
That's what it is.
We're excited because Knoxville's kind of like located very close to everything. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take very far to get, it's not like we're in Miami where it's super far to get from, Kentucky.
Right. Anyway, Seattle, like up in Yakima, Washington, like Ross is. Yeah. Over there, Gaudier Pops, it's on here.
Yeah. So anyway, we're really excited about it. We've got a new location. It's in a very historic area. It's in a very historic building. This building used to be, it's called the Candy Factory. The space that we're in has always had a chocolate factory, candy factory, kids location where kids were coming in here buying stuff like crazy. And now they'll soon be able to buy toys. Mm-hmm. Well, not these toys, as they're all going in mystery boxes. We'll tell you about that in a minute. So, Mitch, say something interesting.
Something interesting. How's that?
That's good.
No, but hey, guys, also, I put the banner scrolling across the bottom. If you want to order any of these cool T-shirts.
Oh, yeah, they're on there too.
Hey,
I forgot about that.
Go figure. Hey, that's what I'm here for, Mike.
Oh,
I'm here for you.
And
also, you can also go there, and that's where you're going to go to actually order the mystery boxes.
Yes.
You
go to tallmantoys.com, click shop now, and it is the first thing there. You click on the picture, which looks eerily like this because I took this picture and put it on the internet. So it's great. Let's see. Should we start talking about what we have in there?
Yeah. All right. Let me ask this.
Yes.
Can everybody hear everything okay? Because I kind of brought my setup down here.
We are on location.
We are on location in the new location here. So does everything sound okay to you guys?
It does here, but I'm also here. So
that is true.
It's easier for me to hear when you're talking and myself talking. So
Got here says, have fun shipping to Yakima, Washington.
We ship all over the world. We actually have like a VIP membership program that I'm not plugging tonight, but we have members all over the world that are members have never stepped foot in the store, and they order stuff like there's no tomorrow. So we ship very well. Of course, all the bells and whistles in the boxes. You don't have to worry about that. But anyway, so the whole thing, the mystery box, we're basically $75, and you get 2 authentically signed items from a wide list of celebrities. Yeah. If you're on the website, there is a list of them there, but we're also going to talk about them. So that's exciting and so forth. We actually have 2 really, really exciting ones that I'm pulling out my hair saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've seen one of these, let alone 2. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's see. Friends of the store, who do we have? We have Ted DiBiase. He's a good friend of the store. You can get one of these or even the Chase. We've got Chase autographed Chase.
Mhm.
So you could get one of those.
I know people like Matthew Cali, Papa Wheelie, and all of them will love the wrestling.
Speaking of Chases, you could get a Chase Sabbath in the box. And that's just one of the 2 items you're going to get. Now you could get, what do you call it? You're either going to get 2 pops or you're going to get a pop and an 8x10, but we're going to mix them up real well. So you're not going to get like a, 1 pop and then 1 8x10 of the same person. We do have a couple overlaps. Like I've got Robin Shelby, the actress inside of Slimer. She signed the pop and and some 8x10s for us. She's been friends with us for a long time. We got Butch Patrick, the original Eddie Munster, who signed a pop and a bunch of 8x10s. And then, oh yeah, here's Eddie Munster's. There you go. And so anyway, here's the big one. Here's the big exciting one. What is this, Mitch?
That is Brian Mariotti.
Yep, CEO of Funko. And this is the second time we've had one of these. The first time we got one for the Evan Ritchie Foundation. Last year it was the signed, what was it, the Otter Paw? The one that was SDC. We had it a month.
Blue.
Yeah,
Otter Paw.
We had it a month before San Diego Comic-Con last year because like Brian's a big supporter and we really appreciate that. Anyway, so that will be in the mystery boxes. So right there, that's one of them. So they're going to be randomly selected, obviously. That's very fun. We've got, let's see, who likes Power Rangers? Power Rangers? Who's it? Jason David Frank? That's what it says on the back.
Yep.
Jason David Frank is a friend of the store. He's got some pops and some 8x10s. They're in the corner over there. What else have we got? Show off those He-Mans. Those are awesome.
Dude, these things are super cool.
So we got Robert.
No, we've got He-Man collectors. We not only have who's it signed by?
This is Robert Lamb. He's one of the animators for that and Brave Star. Super cool guy. Good friend of the store.
But it also not only has the signature, but he actually drew the person on the side of the box.
And these are so awesome. It's like you're watching He-Man and you just go to your TV, rip it off, and slap it on the side of these. So he's got 5 or 6 in there. We've got Evil Lynn, Stratos, Beastman, and a couple other ones. I think I've got one of each different ones. Let's see what else we got. We've got, man, there's so much on this wall. If you like Flash Gordon, we got Sam J.J. Jones, who was in Ted. We also have a couple of his Flash pops. And who is that? Ming the Merciless. He signs anything Flash related, so forth. So that's exciting. Let's see. We have, who's that over there? That's Josh from Overwatch. I guess I can pick it up and show everyone. So, yes, this one's a big one. Josh, what's his name? I always forget it. I can't read my writing. Anyway.
I can't read your writing either.
I can't either.
You have terrible writing.
It's that one. Whatever. Anyway, sorry if you're watching this. I'm sure you're not.
Peterson or
Peterdorf?
Peterdorf?
Anyway, we got that. So you essentially will get this and another pop or an 8x10 in that. So that's a pretty cool value. We have, we're good friends with the guys at Comic Book Men. So we've got Ming and we have Mike Zapsik signed a special pop that they've never signed before.
Nice.
Didn't make it here for the video, but they signed 20 of them. So you have a chance at 20 of those. It's really cool. It's very New Jersey inspired. So I think they'll really enjoy that one.
Definitely have some Jersey people in here.
Yep. Hey, I actually have a whole list, so I can just look at this.
Yeah.
We already talked. Also, these are at my other store. I didn't bring them here in time, but Glenn Jacobs, who's the mayor of Knoxville, also the wrestler Kane. He signed 5 of them for us. 5 of his pops, which is cool. Yeah. He's a big supporter of the store. If you go to his Facebook, his mayor Facebook, and look at his Christmas video, you see one of the 2 people here in his Christmas video, not him.
Not this guy.
Anyway, so let's see what else I have on this list. We did Robert Lamb. We have a brand new, this is a really cool one.
Yeah.
Brand new to the store. So we have Len Smith, who worked on Disney Afternoon and Hanna-Barbera. So he is starting his, and this is this cool Ricochet rabbit. He's got him bouncing all over the place. we're starting to exclusively sell his pops that are drawn on our website too. So that's exciting. Nice. Art is very important. Without art, we don't have very much. But like I said, we have. I mean, we don't have any of this stuff if you didn't have art.
No,
pretty much, because even wrestling isn't a way to express art.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Robin Shelby, we have the one with the hot dog sign and the one without the hot dog sign, which is the original. So anyway, that's fun and exciting. Who else do I have? I have a Billy Baldwin, who is Stay Puft Marshmallow Man signed. I did not bring it here. We have Enzo Amore. That's exciting. Oh, here's one of my favorite ones. Where'd it go? So fans of the X-Files, we are friends with Dean Haglund, who was one of the, what is that? Those guys, the Lone Gunman. Mm-hmm. He was the one with the long hair. He wrote Trust No One, signed that. And he said he doesn't sign a lot of these. And I grabbed the Alien because he doesn't have a pop.
Right.
And I thought, man, that would be pretty awesome. So, and he said he's probably signed 3 of those. So anyway, a couple more Jason David Franks. There's all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, there really is.
Lord Dracon. That one's really shot up in value.
This thing is so cool looking.
Yeah.
I just want to show it off.
Show it off.
Look at this thing. Look at this evil end. Look at that artwork on the side.
It's like ripped straight from.
I mean, that is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Man, love that.
So, and then 8x10s, we got Jake the Snake Roberts. It's another wrestler for all your fans. We have Bob Carter, who's the voice
Jake the Snake there.
Oh, man. Jake the
8x10.
Snake. Where's the Bob Carter ones? Bob Carter is Balrog from Street Fighter. He's a big voice actor, a good friend of ours, lives in Atlanta. We got Samantha Newark, of course, voice of Jim.
Yeah, Jim and the Hologram.
If you were around in the 80s, it's Jim is Excitement. Ooh, Jim. Seen the rest of it?
I don't know.
You know you
My sister watched it.
You watched it. You watched it. Anyway, so that's pretty exciting. We've got all that going on. But yeah, we're going to take 10% of all these and donate it to the
there you go. Patrick. I know you guys are interested in Butch. Everybody was clamoring. I saw him in the chat clamoring about the Eddie. I need Eddie.
Yeah.
That is way cool.
Yeah, we actually supplied Butch. That's how we know him. We supplied him with pops for about 2 years until they retired that one. And
another version.
Everything I could find, I would get him.
There's another little version right there.
Yep. So it looks like you got a lot of questions over here. What's going on there?
Oh, let's see what people are saying here.
What are people saying?
They are saying,
ask me questions.
Let's see here.
Ask him questions.
Yeah.
Man, it's exciting.
It is.
Oh, I also have a mini driver.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, mini driver. It's not a pop.
Nice. No.
Anyway, mini driver. I won this in an auction. I don't actually know her. But, well, I mean, it's true. I know. Anyway, that's exciting. I mean, you know, Mitch is like, I wish I had a mini driver. So.
Yeah, speak.
Foxy for real is so excited about the new store. Yes, yeah. Foxy, you're going to get to walk around this thing once I get it halfway done and do a little video. So, all kinds of stuff.
Any discount codes today to use?
Nope, we didn't think about that. But however, we did think about a nice giveaway. What do you think that giveaway should be? Oh, we're going to give away a hat because Mitch really wanted a hat. So first 10 people that order get a hat.
Yeah, I don't have a hat yet.
You won't get a hat because you haven't ordered yet. And we may have already sold 10, but I don't know how to. I've been hearing it go off, but I don't have the whole store fully functional as far as getting it ready. So
yeah, because the stores. What's the rough date on the opening of the new store?
We should be ready to go by September, barring any disasters.
Right. Let's hope not.
Oh gosh, don't talk about that right now. No. So anyway, we got some really pretty glass display cases. The store's huge. I mean, I could fit 4 of my. The size of the stock room is the size of my old store.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, definitely. Holy cow. Yeah, and so then you have 4 times that floor space.
And what's that thing that you're going to have sitting in the front there? That big thing that came crated, I think.
We have a Funko Batman statue, and it was one of those emails I got where I was like, okay, this probably isn't. Whenever you get an email that says you've been selected, you're like, whatever, everybody's been selected. I never buy into that.
Right.
When I start reading it, it's like, your location has been selected to be eligible to purchase a giant Funko statue. And it came from Funko. So I was like, I'm going to ask about this. And 9 months later, I'm getting ready to unbox it then.
Right.
My wife will be happy because it will be out of the garage. I was really trying to put it in the den, but I have young kids and that would have been destroyed. So
yeah, that wouldn't last.
Mainly from, me sitting by it the whole time looking at it. It's Batman, and it's the Michael Keaton style Batman, which I don't think there's another Batman. So that's good. But anyway, that will be right in the center.
There is no other Batman than Michael Keaton.
Somebody told me there was, but I don't.
They lied to you.
I don't think they. But I was watching The Other Guys the other day. And Michael Keaton is the captain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not the best movie, but I was like, oh my gosh, Michael Keaton's in it. I don't care what he does. He works part time at Bed Bath & Beyond on that. I was like, that's hilarious. So, anywho, but yeah, it's exciting. So the first 10 people get a hat, which is nice, and it's like this. It's this style trucker's hat. It might be blue or whatever.
Right.
We're not gonna give away any shirts on this one, but that's the thing. Is like we might start doing more of this stuff because a lot of our friends right now that. Pretty much the reason we have so many of these things. A lot of our friends that normally do Comic Cons every weekend, they don't have anything to do right now.
Right.
So they've been sending us a bunch of stuff. They've been super excited about the store. I've got people that live in Nashville and Atlanta that have asked me, "Oh my gosh, when's the store opening?" Because I want to come and see it. I'm like, "Well, I don't have any schedules for people to come and do signings yet." And they're like, "No, I just want to come in and see it." I'm like, "You're gonna drive." I mean, we get people that drive 5-6 hours every weekend anyway, just to come to us. And I can't imagine how long it would be from here.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people from Indiana lately. And I'm like, wow.
Let's see that. Well, a lot of people come to Knoxville for vacation and they go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge.
But we get a lot of people from Indiana that say, I drove here from Indiana just for the store. And I'm like,
well, yeah.
I always get worried because I'm like, oh my gosh. Is it disappointing? I mean, because I see it every day.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's out of place. Who did not move that?
Right.
I'm always like, oh my gosh, it has to be perfect. And I do kind of know everything that we have. So, but that's going to change. Because we'll go from, so right now in the store, we have 9 columns, and this is a column. 9 columns of this, 12 feet tall, along one entire wall. This store will have 17. Do the math. Each one holds 560 pops times 17.
I don't know.
You're not Johnny on the spot on that.
I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know
terrible
either.
at math. Ask anybody that on here that knows me. I'm terrible at math.
It could have been your opportunity to be like, oh man. Oh,
you should have warned me.
Uh-oh. What's that? Oh,
Sam and Minnie.
Yeah, they keep on moving. She doesn't want to leave. So hopefully we get the real thing in here pretty soon. So that'd be cool, pretty cool. But they don't have any Gross Point Blank pops. That'd be great.
Right, yeah.
John Cusack and
that would be good.
We don't have any John Cusack signed stuff either. That would be nice. He was in Knoxville. They did Say Anything. It's like watch Say Anything with John Cusack, and he'll be there and answer questions afterwards. And I didn't go, but that was the last time he was here in Knoxville. So I don't know. I watched that movie. I was like, oh, this is that movie, and I haven't really watched it since. So, anywho, what other questions have you got?
What else we got? Anybody have any other questions about anything or?
9,520 pops, and that's just gonna be on the sales floor.
Look at Christina with the math. She's a super mod and she's the math.
Wow, that's awesome.
Or she had a calculator. I'm just saying I don't have a calculator.
So 9,500 on the sales floor, another 3,000 in the stock room, plus this little stock room. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
That's lots of pops.
That's a whole lot of pops. So, what else? I'll see. Weren't we talking about something else too? Okay, so here's a cool. This is not an 8x10, but it basically is included.
That is way cool.
Yeah, and that's Sam J.J. Jones. So instead of an 8x10, you'll get this and then another like pop. That's exciting. Jason David Frank. He's that Power Ranger guy.
JDF, that guy.
Let's see. We have Wedge from Star Wars.
Wedge Antilles.
Stay on target. That's not what he said, but anyway.
Right.
We can do this for a giveaway. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but said I wasn't going to talk about it. But so we know a lot of people, etc. This one's been unfortunately in the news. So somebody's just going to get a bunch of these thrown in because we have like 20 of them. So I guess that's a giveaway.
Absolutely.
Someone will get 3 because they'll get Marty Jannetty.
Nice.
The second half of it. I mean, there's a ton of them over here.
Right.
So that's exciting.
It'll be randomly inserted into the mystery box.
That's not going to count as one of the autographs.
No, it'll be extra on top of what you already
I got
get.
to hang out with Brian Knobs one time at a show, and he gave me a bunch of these. That's the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobs.
Nice.
That was actually pretty cool. It's one of the first celebrities I ever hung out with. Gotham fans. I can never say her last name. Selena Kyle, Carmen B is what she signs. Ted DiBiase.
The $1 Million Man there.
Yeah, we'll have him in the store eventually. Oh, here's that Enzo.
Yeah.
He wrote "Bada Boom" on the top.
Enzo Amore and Big Cass.
There. Well, Big Cass hasn't signed it, but
No.
I heard something's going on where it's kind of hard to get in touch with him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's see what else. A couple of Sam Jones. I'm gonna remember all this stuff later. Oh, here's a Len Smith one that's pretty cool. We got he signed. Oh, he signed the side.
Quick draw. Hey, Quick Draw.
Yep. There you go. It looks
Quick Draw is one of the people that actually is on his name on YouTube is Quick Draw McGraw.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then this one was cool. It's I'm not sure. He also Len Smith also did Disney Afternoon. So here he is with Megavolt, and again, just like our other guys, it looks like he just pulled it right off of the screen.
Looks so
slapped
good.
it on a pop. But that's the thing. This store's going to have a lot more art than the other store because we know a lot of artists, and we're going to start doing exclusive comic book covers, which is really cool. And I'm sitting here talking to these companies, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, did we mislead you? You need to have your own artist." And I was like, "Yeah, I got this."
Yeah.
They're like, "Is it hard for you to find art?" I was like, "No, I've got so many. We have so many people that are artists." So, all righty, what's next? Oh, here's the Lord Dracon. Somebody asked about that.
Yeah.
Oh. And I did not watch Power Rangers at all, so I don't even know. I think he's a good guy, but he turns into a bad guy, or a bad guy that turns good.
Not a Power Rangers guy.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Christina could probably tell you.
Probably. So, all righty. Let's see.
There's Quick Draw. He said, "I'll sign some stuff for you."
Oh man, I'm sure that will do great for the.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
very nice.
But
yeah. So I don't think we talked about actually the big hit of the box.
big hit. Now you have to talk about this because you're the sticker guy.
Oh yeah.
I tell him that he should be able to. We should change his name to Stickers or Lightning McQueen because that's what they call. That's what they're
right.
So anyway,
somebody is actually going to get an Anchorman pop, but it
Anchorman
is
pop.
not only the Anchorman, it is actually him with the flaming flute, and it is an official con stickered pop. But the signature on that one
is also
Brian Mariotti.
I can't tell. It sounds like a weird glare. He signed it in gold.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it's very nice. So, if you're just joining us, and I know there's at least one of you are, in this mystery box, you have the ability to get one of the Brian Mariotti pops, which is totally awesome. And it also benefits the Evan Ritchie Memorial Scholarship. Evan Ritchie was a customer of ours.
About that.
And he had bone cancer. It was real sad. We've delivered probably 20 different times to him at Children's Hospital, his orders. And anyway, so he unfortunately passed away. His Make-A-Wish Foundation thing was to see Endgame before, and Regal here in town rolled out the red carpet for him and his friends 2 months before Endgame came out for you and I to see. And he got to see it with his friends and then passed away like 3 weeks before Endgame hit the theaters. So it was sad. But anyway, we always try to do something different for him every year. Last year, we actually made the planets align, and we got 7 different comic book stores in the Knoxville area, and they do not work well together. And they were all donation points for a huge Pops for Patients donation drive. That was the biggest on record. I don't remember the number. I think it was over 2,000. I can't remember. I'm sure Randy's watching this and he can tell you that later. Just comment in the thing and maybe it looks like I'm, I don't know anything. Anyway, so that was the greatest thing. And we always try to keep that family in our thoughts and so forth. And that's why we're doing, like I said, 10% of this take is going to go to them. We were just going to do a silent auction with those here in the store, but I'm like, let's give people around the country the ability to win that thing because it is amazing. Yeah. I mean, the fact that we keep on getting Brian stuff, I mean, it's funny though, my sales rep was like, I've gotten permission to come to your grand opening. And I was like, that's great, thanks, but I want Brian or I want nobody.
Right.
And he goes, well, I don't think that's going to happen. I was like, well, I know, but no one's going to be really excited to see, oh, you're the sales rep that supplies this store. Man. My gosh, thanks so much. But he's a great guy. He works really hard for us.
But if he's watching, hey,
I mean, I talk to him every day, but I was like, yeah, sure, come down. But I don't think people will be really impressed. But if Brian came down, I'd be like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then of course I think, oh my gosh, hostile takeover. They're going to buy the store. I've had it for 2 days.
No.
Anyway, so they don't have an East Coast presence. They'll probably open a store in Miami, so it'll be hard to get to from everywhere. Yeah, that's probably the thoughts. But
exactly.
But anyway, they have been great to us. They've been pushing our orders through faster because we're trying to open such a big store in such little time. But what are you reading? What words?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Kudos to you, worthy cause. Yes. Wish there weren't some causes like that.
Gutter says, let's talk some more about the Batman statue.
The Batman statue.
Gutter Pops is literally a huge Batman collector. We've got Ross, who's Gutter Pops, and we've got Batman Popster, who is Sean. They're both big Batman collectors. Okay. They collect everything Batman. So
everything Batman.
They'll be excited to see that statue.
So this statue is on a pedestal. It's 5.5 feet tall. There's a couple other companies that got one, but it was funny because the companies I talked to nationwide, there's like 5 of them. I emailed them all and said, hey, should we because at first they told us we had to come pick it up. And I was like, oh man, Knoxville to Seattle is a little far. So I contacted them. I was like, what if we all go in on a truck together? I'll send a guy, you guys send a guy, or whatever. We'll get like 6 of them. And half the guys were like, we didn't get an email for this Batman statue. So I was like, ooh, sorry guys. But the other ones did, the big company in Atlanta got one. And then I think they're the only other ones that I know of that I normally talk to that got one. But anyway, it's going to be nice. We're going to have this big, what do you call it, cloth thing to put over it at night. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can't just look in the window. You have to actually come in during the day.
Gotcha.
That and it won't get faded at night.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's a black. It's the Michael Keaton style black suit Batman, and so we can't let it.
But it's like a pop. It's like.
It's a pop on top of a pedestal. So the pedestal is this tall, and then the pop, I think.
Well, it's kind of like you would see at your Funko store, like your headquarters, HQ in Hollywood and stuff like that. The statues they have there. Yeah. So it's a 5-foot rendition of it.
Yes, it's pretty cool. And then they've even asked me if I want to get another pop made into a statue, and I'm just like, oh gosh, I don't know which one. I don't know which one. But now, if you look at the Knoxville climate, I mean, everybody loves Peyton Manning. But they didn't make a Peyton Manning orange one, so I don't know if that's So I think I just have to go with the wrestler that runs the county.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A good one.
I don't know.
Saying.
He's the only person I have to use these vertebrae for and actually look up for.
Right.
So, but he's really great. I mean, we don't sell his pops in the store because I supply him with them because he goes to Children's Hospital and will sign them for the kids. Yeah. So if you come in the store and ask for one, I'm going to tell you no because I don't have any for you. Yeah. They're all for him. Yeah. And he comes in and I'll be like, oh, yes, sir. But yeah, I try to buy as many as we can. So if you have a Kane Funko Pop that you want to get rid of, email me at mike@tallmantoys.com and I'll probably buy it for you. So anyway, This is a shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Try to get some
nothing wrong with that.
Some more pops to the mayor for kids because he can't get them.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about getting an exclusive mayor cane pop. So once we get this thing up and running, if we can start that conversation again, Brian, if you're watching, let's talk about that.
Yeah, Brian's watching my.
Yeah, he's watching your
thing. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hey, Brian, how you doing?
All right. What other exciting stuff do you usually talk about on these things?
I don't know.
Oh, Mitch got a new shirt, and it matches mine. I did not know he was going to wear the same shirt. I thought he'd have a totally Mitch and Collectibles one.
No,
if we ever do
coming.
If we ever do another mystery box, I'll wear the totally Mitch and Collectibles, and then you wear the Tall Man Toy shirt.
That's cool.
We actually have some really cool shirts. Hey, if you like shirts, we got some new shirts.
Talk about the new ones.
So we're in the chocolate factory, and the same day that I did the handshake to get this spot, I was buying this big collection, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I got this extra box that we didn't discuss," and I was like, "Great." And I opened the box, and it is 100% Charlie and the Chocolate Factory pops. And I'm like, oh my gosh. That's so serendipitous. It's very strange.
yeah.
So anyway, we have a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's the Wonka bar. This is Tall Man Toys. That also raises money for the store.
If you go to is it on your Facebook page? You drop that?
Well, the picture's on it's on both. It's on both.
But Facebook and Instagram. Christina's been dropping the links.
Drop
to that
some
stuff.
links.
No. She's awesome. She's on it. You don't even have to ask.
I don't have to ask.
No, she's amazing.
Bam.
She is our super mod.
Yep.
We have a couple of other people in there that do a great job too, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very
super
much.
Mods. The first couple of times he said that, I thought he was saying super mom, and I was like, wow, you have super moms that watch your channel? That's great. I'm sure you do, but
I'm sure they are super moms.
Why you're calling them super moms?
Especially right now with everybody having to homeschool everybody, so they are super moms definitely, and super dads, I'm sure too.
I am only good at geography, so I teach the geography sessions.
Nice.
And that pretty much consists of taking a map of the states and seeing how fast my 7-year-old can do them all. So she's pretty good at it too. So
what else we got going here?
We do like peninsulas and fun stuff like that. I keep staring at this light, so I can't really read anything on there. I'm just blinking. All right.
Blank.
I think we've already sold like 25 of them, so
very nice.
The hats are spoken for.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, actually, Tracy, hey, that is my super mom.
My gosh, mom. Your actual super mom is on there. That's great. Way to go.
Hello, Mom. Love you.
Oh, and since we're talking about his mom, hey, go ahead and everybody subscribe to his channel.
Oh,
to help him out because I make his mom proud. That's a double plug right there.
I know seriously.
So great. I just came out of that with nothing. All right, just came out of nowhere. What else do we want to look at? I think we almost looked at least one representation of everything we have. Oh, I don't have the Mings or the Glens. But there's a ton, and if you go to the link, you'll see the description has all the players. I think there's even a Night King signed Night King I forgot to bring.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I mean, we've got a ton of autograph stuff, and
nice.
It's exciting. So
yeah.
Anyway, and I think we're even talking about doing like a comic book one later. So,
that'd be cool. Yeah.
But if you're a pop collector, you don't really want comic books.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. One thing that is actually happening right now, we actually have a lot of crossover right now in the comic and pop. There's a particular channel, Discovery Bay Comics and stuff. He actually just goes on and talks about new things and talks about all the things that are going on YouTube and stuff. But the hashtag he uses is Comic Pop Family.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of crossover. Yeah. There's a lot of people in here actually that are comic collectors also.
So I've been noticing a lot of our guys that were like super huge, pop buyers are also buying comics in the store. So it's like, and especially when those Funko variant covers come out, and we get a ton of them. And yes, if you want comic books, we do list all of our brand new titles online. Occasionally, like some stores, here's a shameless plug for me.
Oh, shameless plug. Go ahead.
Some stores will charge like $300 for a 1 out of 25, 1 out of 100 variant cover. But we do a gift with purchase because we don't love comic books here. we love the people who love comic books. And I mean, when I was really big into comics, like when I would, go every week and buy them, they were $1. Anyway, that's how old I am. Anyway, so now they're $3.99, $4.99, $10.99, or $9.99. So it's like, that's a lot. And I really thought that coming out of the Corona lockdown, when there were no comics even being made, then Punchline comes out and it's like, hey guys, I know you haven't had any comics for 8-9 weeks,
right?
But we're going to charge you $15 for the first appearance of Punchline. And I was like, nope, gift with purchase, all day long, because that's the right thing to do. And I mean, sorry, but but we also a lot of the other guys were upset that we were even in business during the lockdown because, we're kind of special. Our entire website is the foundation of our store, and then we put the store on the top of it. So that's kind of the opposite how people usually do it. They usually open a store and then put a few things on the website. But we have at least 95% of our entire inventory on the website. Not right now because we're redoing it all right now. I mean, we're probably at about 75% right now. But there's so much in here. Oh, my gosh. Well, let's see. I think we've talked about all these people until I was blue in the face. So anyway, if any of you guys are watching that have, sent me stuff, Robin Shelby, Ted DiBiase, I'm sure you're not. But anyway, thanks so much for sending me the stuff. Love to have all you guys in the store as soon as it's able to. We are going to have a series of cars, celebrity cars, not like, they're Teslas or anything. It's just be like like the Munster Mobile and the Mayberry car. Just there's a supernatural car here in Knoxville. We'll have it sitting out front. So if you're local, you can come and see that after the store opens. Probably on Saturdays. It'll be pretty exciting. Yeah. So
and we've got some people that are not too far from here. I know that we've got Yoj Collects. He's down in Chattanooga.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're within a 5-6 hour radius, you're usually coming here anyway. So probably. So my favorite story of distance is we're like right outside of Gatlinburg, which is a big was it a
tourist area?
Tourist area? Is it an old person tourist? I guess
everybody likes. Well, you got Dollywood, so everybody comes to Dollywood.
So basically, I had this customer last year, year before, I can't remember. He got his mother-in-law to change her vacation from Branson, Missouri, which is very comparable to Gatlinburg because we were here. So they flew from California to Knoxville, jumped in the car, ran to the store, and they're like, oh my God, we only have 30 minutes until he closes. And I was like, oh, with that story, you take as much time as you want. I know the owner. And so we stayed open a little bit later, and he still orders stuff from us now. And I was like,
that's awesome.
But it was a great story that he was able to get his mother-in-law to change her vacation from Branson, Missouri to Gatlinburg. But we have a lot of people like that. I have people from California all the time. Like, we were looking for like a weekend getaway. And since you were here, we came to Knoxville. I'm like, wait a minute, people in California want to leave California? That was my big shock.
Yeah,
I was like,
they do.
So yeah, I guess they do. So
different parts of California.
Oh yeah, I've never been. So I have this weird thing. If I ever go to California, I'll probably never come back. So I just kind of stay away. I've heard good things, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure eventually I'll get there. Isn't there like a San Diego Comic-Con that's supposed to happen there that I'll eventually have to go to?
Something like that happens there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those big event things. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, and that's your big surprise is that you're going with us. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going. We get tickets to Emerald City Comic-Con because it's up in Seattle. But I always want to go and take that trip because we get a tour of the whole HQ as well.
Like that.
But I want to do both of them at the same time, but I can't because everybody from the HQ is at the. So I have to wait like a whole week after the show. So it's kind of like I can't be gone for a week and a half. I almost have to fly back and forth.
Sure.
Come
on, you can work it out.
We'll have to figure it out. Yeah. So that'll be the big tease when we get there. They'll be like, oh, only Mike can go. Okay, see you guys in a minute. So, anywho, do we have any more questions?
Any other questions in the chat?
There's the link.
Absolutely.
I don't know why I'm looking at it. I can't see anything. And plus, this is like your thing. So
we'll get you there.
Does anyone want to hear fun stories about how I've met celebrities? Because no one's ever done a video with that before.
Oh, what? What are you doing, Mom?
Oh my gosh.
Behave.
Tell your
I'll
mom.
time you out, Mother.
Tell your mom to stop ruining our video. So, oh my gosh.
Please tell us.
Dun, dun, dun. This is where I start dancing.
Right. Absolutely.
I wish you could see who's watching from my store, like which regulars are watching, but I can't do that on here. Oh well. I'm sure plenty of them are, because anytime we go live, they do fun stuff. Anyway, Carter's on vacation, otherwise he would have been here too. But he, like myself, had to take a vacation before this behemoth, any other if you want to use, opens up. Hey, what are you doing?
This is the feed from your store.
Oh,
this is your Facebook people.
Oh, let me see this.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Your Facebook people there. Had a long to scroll through from when I opened it up, but I'll see more people in there.
No, Sean, I don't have any Ahsokas right now, but there is a big restock coming in about a month. Yes, Joseph Barnett, if you live locally, you can pick up the mystery boxes, so select in-store pickup. Is the old store still open? Yes. And it will not close until, we're going to do like a countdown. 7 days until you can no longer shop at the old store. And you'll have to take advantage if you're one of the people that come in like every other day, because we'll be closed for like a week, maybe 2. So
have you met Keanu Reeves?
I have not met Keanu Reeves. He doesn't do Comic-Cons as far as I know. So no. Are you asking this?
Dean Cain. These are questions from the chat.
Oh, Dean Cain I have met. It was the Nashville Wizard Show. I talked to him briefly. But that was the one we almost got in a fight with Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I told you that story.
Yeah, you told me that story.
But anyway, we love Lou Ferrigno, and then we just had like a disagreement. So I don't think I can tell that story, but hashtag, I don't like it when people make other kids cry. Anyway. What else we got? We have other questions?
Yeah. Hey, Dad776. The store is in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes.
Favorite horror movie actor you've met?
Ooh, man. Is Jason Mewes in a horror movie? Let's see. Horror movie. What was that one girl's name? Scout Compton? She's not over there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have one on her.
You don't know? No. I think it's something else.
I think she was in Halloween too, because Taylor Maine was in it too. And
oh yeah.
I was just talking to them, and we all like hung out afterwards, and she was pretty cool. And I never knew anything what she did, but anyway, so that was exciting.
Is the old store still open? Yes.
Yes, it is. We're closed on Mondays, but we're open 10 to 7 every day. And when we get over to this place, we're going to do 11 to 8 because the lighting's much better here, parking's really good, and 11 to 8 that's the section I like to be in. And of course, we'll have like extended hours when different things happen and all that fun stuff. So, look out, midnight releases. So, which I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be there for midnight releases. What do you think? We'll figure it out. Hey, Mitch, you want to work a midnight release?
No.
So
I'm usually up though.
Yeah, I'm usually up too, but I'm usually working. But anywho, let's see. Probably one of the coolest guys I ever met was Brett Spiner. That was like one of the coolest moments for me. He is, of course, Data from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Mm-hmm. And I was always told at conventions that Michael Dorn is the nicest guy in the world and Brett Spiner is a total jerk. So I was already like I was prepared, and I let someone else's opinion kind of dictate how I treated the two of them. So I was like super excited, oh my gosh, Michael Dorn, I put all this stuff at his desk or his table, welcome him to the place and so forth. Anyway, and I wasn't even going to talk to Brett, but he came to me and he saw my big setup like this, which, by the way, were the first ones in, I guess, the country to ever use these at conventions, is what I've been told many, many times. But anyway, so he comes up to me. I got like 6 or 7 people working this convention, and he's just like, oh my gosh. He's like, this is the most impressive setup that I've ever seen. And I was like, wow, thank you very much. And we just talked business the entire time. He came over and invited me to go to lunch with him and Dorn, and I was like, I can't, because we haven't eaten here, and I can't leave 6 people working my booth without food to go hang out with you guys, but thanks. And then, what do you call it? This is way before Corona, but he doesn't like shake hands. He doesn't do high fives. He was the original elbow person before it became, what everybody does now. And he actually shook my hand, and his manager was like, I have not seen him shake someone's hand in 3 years. And I was like, wow, cool. So I was like, awesome. He got us an 8x10 of the whole original cast signed by him, and I actually supplied him with the data pop for probably 3 months until I couldn't get any more. But anyways, yeah, super cool guy. If you ever had a chance to meet him, my gosh.
So Matthew wants to know the story about Lou.
Lou, I mean, it's not. I'm not saying anything bad about Lou. Basically, Lou charges a premium item charge for signing a pop. It's not very well advertised. So when the doors of the show opened, everybody ran to us because we had the most amount of pops. We were the only ones with Hulk pops, and they wanted to buy them and get them signed by him. And many of them came back disappointed that they were not able to get it for the $40 that was advertised. About 3 or 4 people, one with some waterworks, came by, and I exchanged them for other pops for them because, we're all about customer service. And then Lou came by and said, hey man, you guys are the only ones that have this in the show. Can we put them at my booth to sell them? And I was like, normally we do that every single time, but I can't do it in this situation. So he got real, he did not look very happy. My 2 guys came up behind me like, we're about to die. And he just walked off. But, anyway, it was one of those, it was like, I just can't do that. Here's a fun story. I always forget to tell this because I'm assuming everybody knows, but no one knows this story. The reason we're called Tall Men Toys and Comics is because children come to our booth and we roll out the red carpet for kids at shows when most vendors are like, your kids can look, but don't touch any of this stuff. Yeah. And so the kids run past everybody else in Knoxville to get to us. So that's why we're Tall Man Toys, because the kids say, Tall Man Toys. There's the tall man. There's the tall man. There's the tall man. And so that's why. And so like when that situation happened and not too many people that were kids were happy with Mr. Ferrigno, I was like, I can't do business.
Yeah.
So anyway, and he
was
very
tall.
angry.
I'm like 5'10". I'm average height with this guy.
Yeah, I'm like 6'5" in the morning, 6'4" at night because your vertebrae contract.
Right.
And I know that because like I totally went to the doctor at like 8 a.m., which is a bad choice. So that's really early.
Right.
And then I've also gone at like 4:30, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm taller than 6'4". And they're like,
I know I am. They told me I am.
You're not. So
measured it.
So.
How did you get? Eric is asking, how did you get into the business doing this?
Oh man, that's a whole other story.
Eric's the question guy, man.
Okay, well, Eric is a good one. Let's see. I was a grocery store manager for about 12 years before I started doing all this stuff. Kind of sold some stuff on the side, little eBay, etc. What does Carter call that? A side hustle? Okay. Anyway, so the Knoxville comic book scene was kind of getting volatile. There was a comic book store in North Knoxville that had another comic book store opening a satellite location across from it. And they were like, we're going to put them out of business and take over the whole city. And I was like, I don't really like that. And some of my employees were like, oh my gosh, you've got to help this guy. I know you do toys on the side. You've got to help this guy or he'll go out of business. And I was like, hey. So I went over and talked to him. I go, let's drop a rack like this in your store, sell pops here too. And he was like, absolutely not. comic book stores shouldn't have pops. And that was like 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 5 or 6. I don't know. It was a long time. And so sure enough, I convinced them. We did it. And we started selling pops out of there. And conveniently, they sent that other store packing. So that's where it started. And then I just realized I was, I actually went on to supply a bunch of other comic book stores. And then when we got our little store, sucked all that back in and turning it into this giant thing. So anyway, that's the nutshell question of that. Is that a pretty good answer?
It's a good answer.
I mean, that's true. So, turn off your phone.
Huh?
Push buttons.
How dare you?
I don't know. I should just go get my phone. Oh, it's back.
All back.
All righty. Yoga yeah, it is. I heard that Yoga Hosers is a Jason Mewes horror movie. Yes, Christian, I'm very sorry. Don't ask me for an interview because I put up I put up a thing saying, hey, we're hiring, just to see if I could get maybe, 2 or 3 more applicants, and got 460 in 2 days. So it's going to be very hard for me to go through all that. But hopefully this week I can start contacting people. Let's see. Hopefully you guys will be able to do a comic book pull list. Hey, Joe, I'm sorry. I probably should have mentioned this. We've been doing that for 2 years. I just don't push it because, again, we don't love comic books. We love the people who love comic books. But the people who do have pull lists with us normally get a couple of gift with purchases when we get those, 1 out of 100, 1 out of 25 variants. So anyway, I guess Joe, who's a top fan of ours, is going to open one up and we'll figure that out. Anyway, let's see. Ron says, so you need all the cane pops you can get your hands on. Yes. But again, I buy them, then I sell them to the mayor for pretty much what I buy. And then he'll take them to a kid and sign them, and that makes their day. So we're not looking for oh my gosh, I need $100 pop. The thing only goes for $20. So
is you got a question here? Eric's asking: is there an actor or actress you have in mind to try to get them to sign pops in the future?
We're talking to someone from The Mandalorian to come in the store. We're talking to 2 people from The Mandalorian. Actually, I forgot he was in that too. But the way this store is set up and the location, I'm actually talking to a lot of people that come in here. The one that I'm really excited about, I'm trying to get is, Mitch, what's that movie with Maleficent?
Maleficent?
No, the one where she first appearance. Man, I asked the wrong person.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody from Sleeping Beauty, we're trying to get the store. Man, that joke fell hard.
I know. It's
Maleficent. Oh my God.
Maleficent.
You're 7 years
That's
old.
the movie that was in it.
Yeah, but she was from another movie. Anyway.
When did that movie come out? Before both of us were
The
born.
lady I'm talking to getting this store is 94 years old. So when she was born, this building was 12 years old.
This is an old building.
It is.
It is
I have
definitely.
a question.
Oh
no, same question. Let's see. The cane figures I'm talking about, mainly pops, because he likes to sign the front of the pops and do that. Most kids are not gonna. What we found, it's a lot easier. Hey, I met the mayor. I got a toy I never had anything else of, but he signed it. But if you go and bring him like a $75 Elite and it's signed, be like, oh, that's great. I'm going to treat it like a $20 toy.
Right.
So we try to get the pops. So, but good question, because I hadn't made that very clear. I mean, seriously, I have. So
Did you get Dean Kane's autograph?
I did not.
Obviously, Christina liked Dean Kane.
Yes. Well, and that was, so we're friends with Samoa Joe, the wrestler, and it was during a hurricane where they had to evacuate Joe from Florida, where he lives, to the Nashville safe house. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about this. Apparently there's a WWE safe house in Nashville or whatever. Anyway, so we were like, oh my God, we're in Nashville too. And he's like, where are you? And we're like, we're at this, toy convention. And he's like, I'm going to contact them. So WWE contacted wizard, got him to be a guest for one day. So we were in the green room, basically hanging out with Samoa Joe, Jason Mewes, those two girls from Firefly who did not want us in the green room at all. And then Dean Cain walked by and said hi, and I was like, "Yep."
It was Summer Blau and
I didn't say those words. Anyway, Stan Lee was in there too, but he was way off on the side, and like he did like they rolled him past me, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Stan Lee!" And he went to shake my hand. I was like, "Nope, I'm not breaking that." Give him a fist bump, and that was it. So it was pretty neat. But yeah, we were across from Val Kilmer at that one. That was a fun one. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could sit here and just rattle off stories about Comic Cons. We don't do too many of them. We do like 3 a year.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. We haven't had that level of professionalism that people just thrive and just, you know, latch on and like, oh my gosh, you're not a super fan. You're here for business. I'm like, that's right. We want to make your collection better. So that's why everything in the store is for sale, except for my Dennis Rodman action figure. That's
right.
Yeah. I'm a big Dennis Rodman fan. The worm. What can you do? I just finally watched that, what was that thing called? The Last Dance. I was like, oh man, so good.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I just could not get used to Jordan dropping the F-bomb all over the place. It was like,
Yeah. Like what?
oh my gosh, Michael Jordan says these words.
He's a real person? Oh.
I think I actually like him more now.
Yeah.
Not because of that, just because
Oh,
you saw so much what he was going
Right.
through. And you're like, dang, I thought it was hard to watch those games, let alone play them.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, what other questions do we have?
I don't know.
Kane figures, we got that one.
So
For
for everybody,
Val Kilmer like? Val had just gotten, he started doing, I guess, he's been diagnosed with some type of throat cancer, I think, and he was getting different treatments for it. So he was in the middle of that. So it was, I want to say, probably not his best time to meet him.
yeah.
So,
Oh, hey, Wayne, Fanboy literally is right there.
yeah,
It's across the way, right over here.
right over there. Yeah.
It's held right
Right across the
street from here,
So,
from this shop.
right. So when Fanboy happens, we'll have a celebrity in here as well. So we'll have a small booth over there, handing out coupons, come to see whoever. Not Samoa Joe. I'm not making that happen. Well, not the same weekend.
So also for anybody that just came in on the mystery boxes again,
Oh, let's talk about that.
we have mystery boxes. They are $75 plus shipping.
Yes.
You will get a autographed pop and then another item, possibly another autographed pop or a signed 8x10 print. So you get 2 autographs in every box, possibly 2 pops.
Yep.
That's including things like chases.
Yep. You could get a
You
Chase.
could get Chase.
You could get this Brian Mariotti signed pop.
there are 2 Brian
Two of
Mariotti
them.
signed pops. We've got the Captain Marvel Mariotti signed, the Dark Captain Marvel, and then we have a Ron Burgundy,
Ron Burgundy with a flute, which is hard to constantly.
and that is an official SDCC con sticker on that one.
Sticker.
So and there's lots of other things too. There's Jason David Frank, Power Ranger pops. You also have there's Ted DiBiase, Chase
DiBiase.
We have signed pops by Robert Lamb, who is the illustrator for He-Man, and you've got his autograph there. And on the side, he actually did a drawing on each of the boxes, where you have Beastman, Evil Lynn.
You can get the Sabbath Chase.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the Sam J.J. Jones. I've been telling all these stories. You're going to forget we're talking about this. We got our good friend Butch Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
We got all kinds of them. We also have, I've got 5 of the mayor, Kane, Glenn Jacobs, coming, and then I have several of the Ming and Mike Zapsik signed ones, and it's ones that they've said they've never signed before, so it's not their characters, but it's something that really ties in with the show.
Yeah, and some of the Ava 10s, there's Butch Patrick there, Eddie Munster. You've got things like
Jake the Snake
Roberts, Ted DiBiase, things like these for the wrestling fans out there. Signed prints there.
Kayla, one time only mystery box, or are we planning on doing more in the future? We've always had people ask for us to do them a lot more. You know, I've kind of brought Mitch in to kind of like start doing more for us because we have a huge following. So I'm going to be doing less like, you know, talking to customers and working the floor and like basically doing stuff like arranging mystery boxes. So I probably won't be on all of these, but we kind of want to do more. I don't know how frequent we'll do them, but we're going to see how well this one goes.
Yeah.
And then go from there. But like I said, everyone that we do will benefit a nonprofit to somewhat, because we basically do a different nonprofit every month.
Show the quick draw again. I can do that. He is right here.
Quick draw McGraw.
Grab him off of here. You got the quick draw pop there. And then there is the artwork on the side. And it is signed by artist. I got to get the...
Yeah, it's Len Smith.
Yes.
So Len was, he did the Snorks. He did Disney Afternoon. He created all the characters other than Baloo and the Jungle Book ones. He created all the non-Jungle Book ones for Tailspin.
There's that with the Megavolt on the side there.
Darkwing Duck, he was very instrumental in working on that. And I mean, he found us and he was like, hey, you guys have pops. I want to draw on them. How do I do it? And I was like, bam, here you go. And when we were have a whole bunch of, I opened this new section of the website called the art department, because we have got so many great artists that we're working with, and now we have room to display all kinds of great stuff. So, show of hands, who's sad that we only showed off this much of the store? Oh my gosh, look at this! My wingspan is almost the distance of the. Oh wait, hold on. Now it is. Oh,
now it is.
Oh,
the basic of the camera.
Look at that. But anyway, it's exciting. So anyway, like I said, I'm predicting maximum value on this thing. You're definitely, and the only thing we're going to do is we're just going to put 2 different items in. So you're not going to get like a Ted DiBiase pop and a Ted DiBiase 8x10. You'll get 2 different ones. Of course, if you're a big Ted DiBiase fan, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. And coolest thing about Ted DiBiase is that he always texts me Happy Father's Day on Father's Day. And it's always late in the evening. Maybe it's early in the evening. Yeah, I think let's call it early in the evening because he's Central Time. And so I'll have like exchange text messages with all these people I know saying, hey, Happy Father's Day. And then I'll take a screenshot of his and be like, yours is nice. This is better. So, I mean, this is cool. I mean, it's $1 million man. And
absolutely.
To somebody who watched me as a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's wishing me Happy Father's Day. I'll take that. So
Eric wants to know, will you ever do a themed mystery box like Star Wars or Power Rangers, like a run of just a themed?
The comic book one is a Star Wars themed one.
Oh, okay.
We'll do more about that later. But
yeah.
Basically, I'm trying to get a couple of other Star Wars actors to do 8x10s. Then we'll have like, we're good friends with Mike Morisi, who's the author of Star Wars Adventures. And so we're going to bring him to the store, sign a whole bunch of stuff, you know, meet and greet with the customers and our fans and stuff like that. And then we're going to do a mystery box with him because there's so many of his comics that have the rare variants, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 25, 1 out of 100. So we've got like 1,000 of those coming. He's just going to sign them all. And then in that mystery box, which is probably 2 months away, you'll get a signed number 1. And you may have a chance at a bunch of variant Star Wars covers, and then an 8x10 from somebody, maybe, you know, David Akram, Wedge. But we'll get a whole bunch. I'll probably have at least 10 different ones of that. But yeah, so we'll start doing themed ones and so forth like that. Now that we have the space, now that we have the people, we'll definitely grab it. So provided this one does well, and I think it will. You know, because said I wasn't going to do it unless I provided maximum value, and I know I'd be happy to get any of these. So, but anywho, thanks for Mitch having me on here to talk about this. Our first mystery box. I thought let's go a different direction. He likes to do all this YouTube stuff. So,
it's fun.
You know, there's Goose Harris. It's about time you said something.
Yeah, they all call me the live slut just because I love going on live.
Okay.
I'll do it for free.
Well,
because I love it.
Would have been something good to tell me at the very beginning of this one. So, anyway, what else we got on there? Hey, Scoops. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I think we're going
It's
to.
an inside chat thing. That is Dana on there. She's another wonderful, wonderful mod. Good friend of ours. So, any other questions, guys? Go ahead. Yeah, not really seeing any more questions, but anyways, well, I mean, we can probably.
Oh, man. Yeah. Should we think of a story to tell for the very last very end?
What story do you want to tell, Mike? You're the guy with the stories.
I've told all the stories. No, I'm sure.
Come
there's
on.
another one.
You got more.
It's
the coolest story that you have.
I think it was that. Let's see. I'm kind of tired of telling this fight stories. It doesn't happen very often, but we have a lot. Gosh, we are not prepared for this last story.
I know.
Somebody asked me a story question quick. When will the new store open? As soon as I can get it open. Probably September.
How did you meet Mitch?
How did I meet Mitch? Mitch comes in the store every single day. Every single day. So I work in the store like 2 or 3 days a week. And so I like talking to Mitch. So I really like talking to everyone. So I guess Mitch isn't that cool. No.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, it's really cool. It's at the point where like I'll go to Target and I'll have 5 or 6 people who are like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
It's not right now because the rest wearing masks.
All right,
we have a
yeah.
mask mandate, and really we should have masks on right now. We don't.
We're in the house. We're in our house, the Funko house, the Tall Man Toys and Comics house.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Anyway, well, that was a downer.
I know.
Anyway, so that's where I met Mitch. He came in the store. He told me he likes fig pins and he likes My Hero Academia. And then I told him the story. We know Chris Sabat, and I don't know any of his work. I just know him, and he's great with customers. He's like amazing, and really like I've compared the whole Ferrigno situation with the Sabat situation. Sabat is a voice actor. Lou Ferrigno is like this icon, but yet their lines are completely different. Lou will have like 5 people. Sabat will have 400.
Oh yeah.
Because he literally it's like $30, $40, something like that. And he will talk to you for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
He will take your phone and then he will take a selfie. He will use your phone, take a selfie, and people go crazy over that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I would think that an icon would take a lesser rate to do 1,000 autographs as opposed to 100 at a higher rate. What's the math on that?
Yeah.
He doesn't know the math.
I don't know the math.
Man,
Why
I
do you
need a
keep
math
asking me
person
math?
here. Anyway, so
We'll bring a calculator next time.
I think we will. So,
I think I will.
Anyway, but yes, we're going to get the store open as fast as possible. We just have to have a bathroom put in over there, have the city come and walk and tell us green light, and hopefully I don't have to pull any strings on that. And then I will move the entire store over here in like a week, have it all set up, and we're going to do a subtle grand opening because I can't have 500 people in here at one time.
Yeah. So yeah, Yoj actually, I think he went to the con over in I think it was Richmond. Is it Richmond?
I haven't been to Richmond. I go to Lexington.
He went to the
If
Richmond.
you haven't been to the Lexington Comic-Con in Lexington, Kentucky, it is amazing. So
Yeah,
we
I've gotta
love
go
Jared
to
and
that.
his staff. That's the only. Well, I can't say that anymore because usually I say that's the only show that I will take the entire store to and close the store.
Mhm.
And now that the store is this big, I'm not going to probably take it anywhere.
Yeah.
So, I'll send people with stuff.
Yeah. But he said I remember what he was telling me, he actually got some stuff signed for me up there, and from a couple of different people. But he actually said that was one of the best experiences meeting Chris. Was one of the best experiences that he ever had meeting anybody at a con. And he did the same thing, took his phone and took a picture of them and stuff.
He's really in touch with the people, and that's coming from someone who knows nothing of his work. And he called the store one time, and he called it on the wrong weekend. He was supposed to call and talk to these other people that had their house destroyed by a tornado. If you guys are watching, sorry.
Oh, it was Louisville that Yoj went to.
Okay. So anyway, he called on the wrong weekend, And he's doing all these voices. I'm like, can I help you? He's like, who is this? And I was like, this is Mike. He's like, oh, this is Chris. I'm like, okay. He's like, Chris Sanders. Oh, hey, yeah. He's like, I was doing All Mike from such and such. I was like, I still haven't watched it. You know, but I mean, I have a lot of respect for him for what he does, because that customer service level is platinum level. It's
the best.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's great. I mean, that's how you should be, because those people are keeping you from a 9-to-5 job. So.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yep. But we have more questions. Can't wait to see what's in the mixer box. Mitch, you're killing it. You are killing it, Mitch.
Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate you, buddy.
And unlike the first 10 people, you'll have one of these hats, and Mitch will not. He really wants one.
Quit teasing me, Mike.
So,
but
man, oh man. All right. Well, I think we've still told enough stories.
yeah.
Does anyone have one more story you want me to tell? Jared is awesome. Yes, he is. We like him.
Nice. All right. Well, guys, we can go ahead and wrap it up. But
let's wrap it up.
But yeah. So, Mike, awesome, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited about this stuff.
This has been totally Mitchin'.
Guys, thanks for coming tonight. As I said, go check out the mystery boxes. They're up on his website. I've been hearing the ding over there as things start coming in. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for interacting. I'm sure I will see you all soon. I'm sure I'll be back doing more stuff with Mike down here. I'm excited about the new store. Everybody come check it out. Check out his website, tallmantoys.com. They've got more than just the mystery boxes. Got all kinds of different stuff, from, as I said, the comics to the pops to, all the good stuff, man. So go check them out. And as I said, thank everybody for coming. Take care. Have a good night.